Hello, friends. Welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance, powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. Today is going to be the 42nd video on S4Hana, and it is going to be creation of vendor master, the SPRO end of the vendor master. And then followed by end user, right? So, with that, let's start sharing my screen. So this is a spreadsheet that we have seen several times before. So as mentioned before that this is S4HANA FICO module 42nd video where we are going to discuss about vendor master and business partner configuration to create vendor master data, right? Which is like the configuration bit of the vendor master. All right, if we look back, we have already covered areas like enterprise structure, fiscal year variant, posting period variant, general ledger account and document splitting, controlling area, profit center, cost center, and cost element, currency tax ledgers, and accounting principles. And currently, we are into the customer master and the vendor master ARAP chapter. Okay, and the section would be now the vendor master, where we are actually configuring the vendor master setup. Okay, so if we scroll back to the left of the Excel file, we will see the menu path which we'll be discussing after we log into SAP screen. This is the configuration. These are all the configuration type videos, and the T codes are mentioned over here. And the activities. These are the activities that we are going to do. So there would be six activities that you would be covering in this video. First would be in the first way would be like in the defined account groups and screen layout, followed by the create number range and vendor accounts, then assign the number ranges in the vendor account groups, and then followed by the business partner, where we would be again define the number range and define grouping and assign the number range and define number range for direction BP to vendor. So this entire video is almost for of the vendor part is very much similar to the customer part which we have done before. So we won't be spending much of a time to explain the concepts, because the concepts and the flow of logic or the activity is exactly the same as we have done for the customer master. Okay, so those who have like haven't watched the customer master video, please feel free to watch the previous two videos. Then you would have a background to watch this vendor master video. All right, so with that, let's log into SAP screen. Okay, so we should go to SPRO. So first, what we are going to do, first we are going to define account group and screen layout for the vendors. So we'll go to SAP reference IMG, and then financial accounting, and then financial accounting global settings. Okay, and then financial accounting global settings. No, sorry, not financial accounting global settings. We'll go to accounts receivables, accounts payable, and then vendor accounts, and then master data preparations, and then define account groups with screen layout. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Okay, now if we go to the blueprint, let's see what are the accounting groups that we are going to discuss. So these are the accounting groups, AGVL. So we are going to create these accounting groups. AGVL is for the local vendor, same as a local customer. We would have three accounting groups. One is for the vendors as well, local, foreign, and one time. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing as a customer. So, and there will be fields level specification that we can do. So what we will do is that we will click on new entries, copy paste this, and then local vendors LNKG1. If you remember, LNKG1 is our company is a name of a company which stands for Lion King. That is one of my favorite movie, and all the names in this module, a FICO module, is after You will notice the names are similar to note the names are similar to a Lion King. Okay, so what I'll do is that I will click copy this activity and name it as LNKG1. Okay, so this is a request that we have done. Define account groups with screen layout vendors. Okay, click enter. So we have done for the local vendor. Similarly, we will go out and again create a new entry, and this time we will do for the foreign vendor, and and I save it. Okay, these are the field status variants where we can specify the field status. So I have discussed this several times before. If I am not going to discuss this again, so here you can suppress required entry, optional entry, and display. So if you guys haven't watched my previous video, please feel free to watch my previous video where I have explained the field status variant in details. Okay. So coming back, I'll save this and then I'll go out again. And this time I'm going to create a accounting group for the local vendor, one-time vendor. Okay, you save it. Then you go out, and then what the next activity that you are going to do is, so we are done with this activity. We have defined the account group with a screen layout. We never didn't make any changes in the screen layout, but as mentioned before in my previous videos, that the screen layout will depend upon the business requirement, and the business requirement will come to the FICO consultant, and basis the business the requirement given by the business, the FICO consultant will define the screen layout in this particular screen for the vendor master. Okay. Now create number ranges for the vendor accounts. This is we are in the second activity of this video. So we will go out and we have discussed about this, like screen layout for company code, screen layout for activity. I'm not going to visit this. We have discussed in details about this too, corresponding to the customers. So if you haven't watched these my customer master video, please feel free to watch prior to videos. You would have get a good idea about these two. I'm not going to again explain these two options in this current video. So so going back, I will now going to create number ranges for the vendor accounts, and I'll click directly go here, and then I'll see what is there in the blueprint. So I said that we will take this local number ranges, and just remember, unlike the GL as mentioned before in my customer master video, that the number ranges will never overlap. So we have to look for the free number ranges. Okay. So anyways, I know these are the free number ranges I have looked before. So I'm going to create VLVF. So I'll click on insert line and I'll do VL, and then I'll take this range 2 3 4 5, yeah. So 1 2 3 4 5 followed by 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then 1 2 3 4 5, then 4 and 1 2 3 4. Okay, so that is VL for the local, and then again we will insert. Okay, VL already exists, right? Okay. Uh, Excel is there. Okay, Excel is not there. So Excel, we will do it Excel and Excel. So VL was already there, so it gave that prompt. So I'll change to Excel, and then I will accept 1 2 3 4 5 uh, 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4. and then XX. XX would be these are the internal number ranges, and I have explained this concept before as well. The difference between the internal number range and external number range. The internal number range would the numbers of the new vendor would be controlled by SAP, and whereas the external number range we have, I mean, it has to be done manually. So one time vendor and the external number range could be alphanumeric. So we will create an external number range, and it is already there. Sorry. So what we will do is that external number range is already there. So XX is already there, I believe. Yeah, XX is already there. So this we will take as the external number range. So we will take this as external number range. So with that, we have defined a number range. Cancel, save. The changes are saved. So X1, XF, sorry. XL is there, XL is there. This is our number range. XF is our number range, and XX is our number range. These are the three number ranges. Okay. Now we are done with this activity, our second activity of the video. Now we have to this is the logic. I believe by now we are aware of the logic. First, we have to define a variant. Then we have to assign value to the variant, and finally we have to assign the variant to a parameter. Okay. So now we are going to assign a number range to the vendor account group. Okay. These are the three steps. Wherever we are actually doing some variant activity, first we have to define it, then we have to give some value, and then we have to assign it. So these are the three step activity of any variant. Okay. So let's go out and assign number range to the vendor accounts. Now we will be so this is our vendor account AGVL, right? So just give me a moment, I am getting a call, so I will pause the recording. All right. So I'm back. Sorry for that. I received a call. I had to take it. Okay. So I have to assign AGVL number group Excel. Okay. So I have to go here. I have to look for my group AGVL, and it is there. I did not have to group C. This AGVL, AGVF, AGVL, AGVO. So straight away to AGVL you assign Excel, AGVF you assign XF, and one time when did you assign XX. Okay, so the best thing to customize your request is that you just copy the activity and you create this and you paste this and just give some specific the company. You can give the company code, and here I am actually giving the name of my company to help you to identify that this request pertains to this set. Okay. So this is the best way to this is actually I customize my request. Okay. So I save it. All right, and there thus I'm done with assign number ranges to the vendor group. Then I'm going to go to the business part. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll go out. Okay, now we'll go to cross application components, and then we will go to business partner. Where is our SAP business partner? Here is our SAP business partner. Then we will go to business partner again, and then basic settings, and then number ranges and groupings. Okay, here we have to define number ranges. We have to go to interval, and again, as mentioned before, that the number ranges should not overlap with each other. So we have to click here for the free number ranges. Free number ranges. So we will see that the number ranges is okay. So we will say we will do it as XL. We can do it as YL, YF. Okay, so this one is YL, YF. So what I'll do is that I do YL and I'll take this number range here and I'll copy paste it here. And this, okay, and then I save it. Okay, so YL is created. Again, I will now do go for YF. So this is for the business partner for foreign vendors. That is very strange. A little while back it was showing. So YL is there. What we can do is it's not there. So if it is not there, what we can do is that we can settle down for something which is already available. Okay, so let's go for X1 in that case. So let's go for X1 in that case. We will take X1 and we will take this number range. And this would be an internal number range, and AB is something I believe which is already existing. So since it doesn't overlap, so we can't recreate something new. So we have to take this AB as our new number range, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so the number ranges are saved. So we are done with define number range. Now we are going to define groupings and assign number ranges. So we have to go out of this and then define grouping and assign number ranges. And I'll click on new entries. I'll come back to my blueprint and just give me a moment. So this one would be YL and this one would be YL and then this one would be X1 and this one continue to be AB. So here what we are doing is that we are going to define this group, business partner group for the vendors and assign the number ranges at the same time. So what we will do is that we will copy paste this, take the short name here, local, yeah, and then mention the number range here, YL. Similarly, for the foreign vendors, we will define the group here and then assign the number ranges which we have defined in our previous step. And this is for the one-time vendor. And and this is the full detailed description, and this is the number range. Okay, and we hit enter. So what happened? Where is this coming from suddenly? Okay. All right. So I'll pause the video for a moment. All right. So I'm back. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to save this. Now, as mentioned before, the best thing to customize the way the what I follow to customize my request is that I take this activity, copy paste this activity from my ready corner, and paste this, and then simply give the unique either company code or company name, so that I will be able to identify my request in future. So that way I save this, and then we are left with a last activity which has a little bit of lengthy menu path. So I have to continuously refer to my ready reckoner to go, which is fine. It's not necessary that you have to remember the menu paths always. You can refer to your notes. Okay, so again we are now in a cross application, and then we have to go to uh, just give me a moment. So we'll go to cross application components, ACP business. No, not this one. Here, this one. Master data synchronization. So where is master data synchronization? Master data synchronization is, yeah. Here is master data synchronization. Then customer vendor integration. Then preparatory steps for a customer vendor integration, right? I believe this is the one. Business partner settings. Settings for vendor integration, and then set failed assignment, assign keys, and here we are define number assignment for reduction BP2 vendor, which is nothing but we have to just assign the business partner group with the vendor account group. Okay, which is nothing but if you come to the blueprint, what we are doing basically is that we are actually mapping this BPVL, which is a business partner group, with the vendor account group, which is AGVL. Okay, these two we are going to map. That is what it meant by whatever is mentioned over here. Define number assignment for detection BP2 vendor, which is nothing but you have defined this vendor BP group, and you have defined this accounting group. You have to just map it. That's all. So coming back, we'll go here. Now we will click on new entries. We will simply copy paste this, and we will copy paste this as well as mentioned. Right? Again, the same thing. Copy paste this with this group for foreign vendor group, and then one time BP vendor group with one time accounting group. Okay, and then we click on same numbers. I have discussed this in details before in the customer master, so please feel free to if you don't remember, please feel free to refresh your memories by looking into watching those prior videos, and then I save it. Now this is a lengthy one, so I have to do is that first I what I'll do, I'll go here. I will copy paste this and then make it into short form. Def for define, num for number, assignment for direction BP2 vendor. I think now it will fit. And then I'll again give the same name LNKG1. Okay, save. So this is saved. So with that, we are done with all the activities of for this video. In the next video, we are going to discuss the front end portion of the vendor master creation. I hope, and this is the configuration bit of the vendor master creation. I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon. And if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.